Prada Cup, the Challenger Series for the America's Cup, and the 36th edition has been action, drama, camaraderie, amazingness so far. Hard to sum it up really, but it is great to be with you all here for our AC Chat and Wrap show. There's the Prada Cup and the America's Cup, the old mug. That's what it's all about. And just what is going to change now in the Prada Cup and the Challenger Series now that we have seen American Magic. Well, I can't even imagine. Well, one of my followers put it beautifully, actually. I wonder how much coffee is being consumed in that shed right this second. And speaking of that shed, and thanks so much everyone for pointing it out to me, especially, who have we got here? I'm trying to find the actual person who sent it through to me. But we have an amazing thing online at the moment, guys, where you are able to share your thoughts with the shed. So especially for those in the US, I know you might want to send your thoughts. Here it is right here. And you can find the link on my page, and I'll put it up on my blog as well. But on Facebook, you can definitely find it. It's on a Kudo board here, and everybody's standing behind American Magic. This is now up on a big screen in the shed for New York Yacht Club's American Magic. So you can send your messages there and help encourage them to do what I think we can all agree will be a little bit of magic if they can get their boat back out there. But talking about the actual schedule, and the word is at the moment from New Zealand and in New Zealand that we may not see racing on Friday, given that New York Yacht Club American Magic won't be racing this weekend, and hopefully we'll see them out on the water the following, but they're aiming to be on the water for the semi-final. The semi-final will be a match-up between the boat that loses between Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli and Ineos Team UK. So we're in a situation at the moment where all the matches remaining for Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli are must-win. They are must-win matches, otherwise they will be facing off against the New York Yacht Club American Magic if they manage to get their boat back together. So there's a lot of ifs in all of these scenarios, but if Prada manage to win their remaining two races, we will have a tied situation. So then they'll have to work out how they're going to break that tie. Will there be a resale? Will there be a count back in which we know then that both teams have beaten New York Yacht Club? There's so many variables, so it's really interesting actually. But I do encourage you, as I just had up on the screen before, to get behind American Magic and to send them your well wishes. And for those who wish that they were there and able to do it in person, this is as good as or better, because if you were there in person, you probably wouldn't be able to actually go into the shed. So that's your way of getting into the shed, which is a great way to look at it, I think. So just to recap, we have 2 remaining round robins. We've had 2 already. Ineos Team UK are on 4 wins. Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli are on 2 wins. And Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli must win their remaining matches against Ineos Team UK to have a chance of winning the round robin. The winner of the initial round robin phase goes straight through to the Challenger Series or the Prada Cup final, and then the loser will face off against American Magic. So that's where we're at, just to explain it, because I know quite a few people have been asking some very important questions. Now, speaking of very important questions, we all know here at Sailor Girl HQ that you have had some very important questions. So I'm happy to announce that we now have some polls that are up and active. I've said them virtually, but now we have some polls that are up and active on our website. The first being, should the America's Cup be sailed on foiling boats? And we have a beautiful shot of American Magic absolutely launching up into the sky there versus the beautiful Hanneman in Bermuda, the J-class boat. So what are your thoughts? I want to hear them. There's going to be plenty more polls going up there over the coming hours, actually. As soon as I hang up from here, I'll be putting up a few more polls, which includes were Ineos Team UK sandbagging, among others. And we've been discussing these major issues here in our AC Chat and Wrap for many days now and many shows. And we'll continue to discuss them over the whole America's Cup. On other issues and things that we've been carrying through from the start of our time together for the 36th America's Cup, we have, I'm just trying to find it. Here we go. We have quite a few people commenting in all of our threads, and I really appreciate it. This is one comment I need to bring to your attention. Sir Richard Branson might be interested in the American Magic launch technology, considering the millions of dollars he is currently investing in getting Virgin into orbit. Love it. That's from Aaron McKittrick. Absolutely love that comment. That was a glamour. I've had others coming through, and I'm going to give a little shout out to them now. Yanni says, let's not forget all these guys, the elite of our sport, are practically family, hence the spontaneous and total camaraderie among them. I love that too, in line with our blog that we wrote about Terry Hutchinson's mission and just how much we love the sport of sailing. Now, the other post that has been primary on our page in the past few days has been that beautiful shot of American Magic versus an amazing shot that Ali Chapman actually took when I was working with the 18-foot skiffers and 18-foot skiffs. And thanks to Kimberly Montague for reminding me that it was Ali Chapman that actually took the photo. And thanks to the 18s for sharing this absolutely glamorous shot. There it is. And Peggy Coxon, whose husband was actually on board, says, we have this photo on our wall and it never gets old. You can see there Thurlow Fisher absolutely launching towards the sky in an absolutely identical pose to New York Yacht Club's American Magic. Now, key things to take away from this point, as we've been talking about on Facebook. 1, the 18-foot skiff managed to land. 2, it wasn't foiling. And 3, it had absolutely no damage. But we have seen a lot of discussion in that chat line as well, and thanks to a number of boat builders who have joined the chat there as well, talking about how you could effectively take out a major chunk of your hull just from the force if you slap down. And on an AC 75 or 75-foot boat, we know that force when they're coming down would be far greater than on any of the boats that we've managed to attempt to break in our sailing careers. So, fantastic. I love it. So, other comments. So no racing next Saturday. Ineos to challenge the finals since they cannot be caught, and Prada will race American Magic in the semi. I don't think that's true. I actually think American Magic will make the semi, as we know. But I actually think that they're not unbeatable in terms of Ineos. So we'll just have to wait and see how it all folds out. And some live comments for you. Paul Kessel, they might as well toss a coin for the winner, as that is what they were going to do last year in the Christmas series. Ooh, he needs a hug. Should we give him a hug? Everybody give him a hug. This is what we're doing now for exceptionally negative comments. I encourage you to get behind me. We're just going to give them lots of love and lots of hugs. So I'm actually going to do that right now. Paul, I'm going to send you a hug, buddy. I'm going to do this live. There's a little hug. It's okay. It's not all down to luck, guys. There is a bit of talent involved in this sport, especially if you're launching something like this into the air. That was definitely skill, and there's my little hug emoji there. So we have polls on our website. That's been something that I've loved from the start of this amazing AC Chat and Wrap. We have... David Cawthorn says, what about the amount of Red Bull being drunk? Yes, correct. We have our hug emojis, so I encourage you to get on board with the hug emojis as well. And we have a lot of content coming in from you guys. Something else I'm happy to report is that we might have a sneaky recruit in Auckland. So we'll be bringing on a live reporter, but I'm going to introduce her another day. A fantastic sailor girl in her own right. And she will be coming on board with us to keep us all posted on what's happening. So, recapping, head to the website sailorgirlhq.com. Make sure you send your messages of support to the New York Yacht Club as they're drinking multitudes of coffee. And yes, Red Bull. Thank you, David Cawthorn. And make sure you check out our polls on our website as well. I would love to have you involved with that. At the moment, on the polls, let's have a little bit of a look because it's quite serious, guys, these polls. At the moment, it's 53 votes, yes, foiling should be in the America's Cup to no 25. So that's good to see a little bit of a differential there. 68% say yes to foiling and 32% say no. That's really interesting. And this is completely anonymous, guys. I can't see who's voting. So I think I can see locations at the end of this, what locations voted, but that won't actually be attributed to a result. So this is completely anonymous. We're just getting a gauge and having a bit of fun with should the America's Cup be sailed on foiling boats, which, as we all know, led to the amazing announcement. And hopefully I can get Tom Spittle to actually come online at some point to talk about our announcement that we will be campaigning for the next America's Cup, the 37th edition, on the original America, double-handed. That's really all I've got for you today. I just wanted to explain the format to you, encourage New York Yacht Club, can't say that, New York Yacht Club to keep building, and I will be sending my own message, so I'll post that up on the board and you'll see that there very soon. And basically, to bring you into the next few days of racing, we're working on a really nice highlights reel from that action-packed round robin 1 and 2 that we'll bring to you in the next few days ahead of announcing our roving reporter who will be in New Zealand and on the ground for the length of the Cup. Absolutely loving the action. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you next time for our AC Chat and Wrap.